Today's video, we're going to be working on the wr426. She does need quite a bit of work, but the main focus today is going to be this bouncy spring. Really not like before with how bouncy. Also, I did let it sit for a while, so the carburetor did clog up. I forgot to close the petcock, but we're going to get that done. We're going to pressure wash this bike because it does need some TLC. She's been sitting out for a while, so, and she did get quite dusty on the shed, so it also needs some back tires, a back and front tire actually. Both of the tires are pretty bad, but we don't have two tires at hand right now, so we're not going to worry about those. The main focus, like I said, is just going to be that back shock, get that carburetor cleaned up, and just get her running. We did get the shock out of that $100 YZ450, so we're going to use that one. And then we also did get an original FCR carburetor out of that YZ450, sorry, out of that YZ450, so we're going to use that too. But like I said, let's get her cleaned up. Let's try to touch up these plastics a little bit. And let's try to get her back on the road because she was sitting for a while. This is the bike that I had my accident on, so I haven't really touched her since. I've, rid it here and there, but I'm not gonna say that I'm scared of it, but I've been real cautious with it since. So let's get that going. So this is going to be that donor shock we're going to be attempting to use. I'm going to try to remove everything back there already. I don't want to pull this frame out of here. I got a couple things in front of it. So I'm going to try to pull that out just to have it ready to use on the WR. So let's get started with that and I'll be right back. Before we do continue, this is how it looks at the bottom. So I'm gonna look at my WR now and make sure it's the same before I keep going. Yeah, so they actually look the same, sort of. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna take that out and put it over here. Alright, so we got the shock completely loose, and I've never done this, so I don't know if there's a way to just pull it out since it doesn't have the engine. But the other thing that I could think of is maybe just taking the rear subframe off. Yeah, because it's hitting everywhere I try to put it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take the subframe off. Then you're gonna have this top bolt. Take that out. I'm gonna grab the shock out of the WR and just throw it over here. Let me just clean this up, and then we'll start working on the WR. So here I have both of the shocks. One seems to be slightly larger than the other one, which it might be a good thing. It might raise my ride height. So I maybe should have measured that. I didn't know there was a difference between it. But let's throw this shock over here, which is mine, or the YZ450 shock, or YZ450 shock, I should say. So yeah, there's a slight difference in height. Not much. But let's throw that on there and see how she rides. So we're gonna go ahead now and pressure wash everything. After we do pressure wash everything, we're gonna remove the carburetor. Oh shit. We're gonna remove the carburetor like I said and then go from there on that. So the radiator hose is gonna pinch right here, yeah. Earlier, this carburetor right here that we pulled out of the bike is a Chinese replacement basically, and over here we have an original Kane FCR. This is a Kane right there, CR, got the VIN number right here. We're gonna try to clean this one up and throw it on there, you know, just try to get this carburetor, just to have an original carburetor on the bike and not have a Chinese one. So like I said, we're gonna clean this one up and throw it on there. Let me open this up, see what condition it's in, then we'll go from there. So surprisingly, this carburetor was pretty much clean. I wouldn't have been surprised if I would have thrown this carburetor on there and the bike would have started, but I just like to double check. Alright, so now we've got the other carburetor on there. All we have to do is tighten those clamps down, put the gas tank on, new gas, and see if she'll start. So let's do that. Alright, what's going on, guys? So we were having an issue with the compression stroke on the bike, but it seems to have resolved itself, so I can't really complain about it. It seems like the bike is working fine, so thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you.